Does your cat actually feel loved by you, or just fed? You give them a warm home, you show up every day, and you care. But underneath all of that, there are things your cat is silently waiting for that most owners never think to offer. These aren't expensive, they aren't complicated, but if you keep missing them, and most owners do, you may never reach the level of connection your cat is already ready to give you. Let's start with the one you can try before you go to sleep tonight. Have you ever noticed your cat pressing hard into your hand at one spot, then suddenly stiffening the moment you move just a little? That's not a mood swing. Your cat is telling you, as clearly as they possibly can, exactly where affection feels right on their body. And most owners never catch it. Here's what most people do. They go straight for the back, long strokes from neck to tail, or they try the belly because it looks soft and inviting. And sure, some cats put up with it, but putting up with something is not the same as loving it. There's a real difference between a cat that endures your touch and a cat that dissolves into it. The places your cat is actually craving are the scent gland zones, the cheeks, the base of the ears, just underneath the chin. When you work those areas slowly, something quietly remarkable happens. Your cat releases facial pheromones, chemicals that travel straight to the part of their brain that decides whether the world is safe or dangerous. You're not just scratching them. You're sending a signal through their biology that says, "This is where you belong. This person is home." A study published in Applied Animal Behavior Science found that cats showed far more positive responses, slow blinks, purring, leaning in, when touched around the head and cheeks than anywhere else on the body. Cats touched in the wrong areas showed low-level stress signals so subtle that most owners never even register them. Your cat isn't complicated. They just need you to pay attention to a different kind of language. And if that one shift already feels significant, the last thing on this list will stop you completely. It's something so quiet and so ordinary that most people step over it every single day. And yet it might be the single most meaningful thing you can do for your cat. Why does your cat go all in for 30 seconds, then simply walk away from a toy like it never existed? You're doing everything right, waving it, moving it fast, making it exciting, but your cat checks out anyway. They're not bored. You're just playing the wrong game without knowing it. Most owners play like they're trying to entertain a cat. They swing the toy through the air, keep it moving fast, and wait for their cat to explode with energy. But a cat's brain isn't built for that kind of play. They are not chasers by nature. They are ambush hunters. In the wild, they don't sprint after prey. They go completely still. They read every small movement. They wait for the exact right moment, and then they commit everything to a single strike. The catch is the whole point. Everything before it is just preparation. So when you wave a toy too fast or keep it permanently out of reach, you're doing something your cat finds quietly maddening. You're lighting up every hunting instinct they have, and then refusing to let the story end. It's like being shown something you want and never being allowed to have it. The drive activates. The resolution never comes. The fix feels almost too easy. Slow the toy down. Let it disappear behind a cushion. Let it sit perfectly still for a moment, like something that thinks it's hidden. Make it behave like small, nervous prey that has no idea it's already been found. And then, let your cat catch it. Really catch it. Let them grab it, sink their teeth in, kick it with their back legs. That moment of capture releases something real in their brain, a wave of dopamine that satisfies an instinct as old as their species. After a few sessions like this, something changes. Your cat doesn't just play longer. They start seeking you out when they want that feeling. And that is trust being built through something deeper than affection, through instinct fulfilled. Have you ever spoken to your cat and had the strange feeling that they were genuinely listening? Not just looking at you, but actually tracking your words, following the sound of your voice like it meant something to them. You weren't wrong. But most people misunderstand why it happens. A 2022 study from Paris-Nanterre University found something that quietly rewrote what we thought we knew. Cats can tell their owner's voice apart from a stranger's, but only when the owner used short, soft, slightly lifted phrases. Speak to them in your ordinary voice, the one you use in a conversation with another adult, and your cat barely stirs. But shift into something warmer, quieter, a little gentler, and suddenly they're alert, engaged, and moving toward you. This isn't a case for baby talk. Push it too far and it backfires. Cats are acutely sensitive to sound, and an overexcited, high-pitched voice reads to them less like affection and more like noise. The right register is somewhere calmer than that. Brief, soft. The kind of tone you'd use if you were talking to someone in a dark, quiet room and didn't want to break the stillness. What most people never get to see is what happens over time. Because this isn't just about getting a sweet reaction in the moment. When you use that voice consistently, it slowly becomes something else to your cat. It becomes a signal, a sound that means the world is calm, that nothing is wrong, that you are near. Your voice stops being just sound and starts being safety. What if one of the deepest ways to connect with your cat asked almost nothing of you? Less than 2 minutes a week, no equipment, no training, just your open hand and a small amount of food. It sounds too minor to matter. That's precisely why almost no one does it. Most owners settle into the same rhythm every day without thinking about it. Food goes in the bowl goes on the floor, cat eats alone. It works. But what it quietly skips over is one of the most primal bonding moments your cat's biology is designed to receive. In the wild, a mother cat carries prey back to her kittens and offers it directly. That gesture, food given from one body to another, is one of the very first things a cat ever learns to associate with safety and love. It doesn't disappear when they grow up. It just waits. So when you hold out a few pieces of kibble in your open palm and let your cat eat from your hand, you're not giving them a treat. You're speaking in a language that goes back further than either of you. You're saying, at a level beneath words, I am the reason you are fed. You are safe with me. If your cat hesitates the first time, let them. Don't reach forward. Don't push it. Some cats need several tries before that old instinct relaxes enough to trust. The repetition is the point. Do it once a week, every week, and watch what gradually changes. Your hands stop being unpredictable things that appear and disappear. They become something your cat moves toward. Now, the last one. The thing I told you about at the very beginning. No food, no toy, no reaching out to touch them. Just sit down on the floor. Think about what your cat experiences in the space you share. Every person in their world is enormous. You move through rooms above them. You look down when you speak to them. You reach toward them from a height. Even the love you offer arrives from somewhere above. Your cat accepts all of it, every single day, without complaint. But they have never once had the experience of you as something level, something that isn't towering, isn't leaning down, isn't asking anything at all. When you sit on the floor with no agenda, not calling their name, not extending your hand, not waiting for anything, something subtle shifts in the room. Your cat notices. Maybe not in the first minute, but they will. You might catch them glancing over, then slowly, on their own schedule, drifting a little closer. Not onto you, just near you. Choosing the same space because something in them decided that's where they want to be. That gap between you isn't absence. That is your cat choosing you, freely, without pressure, without being asked. Not because you fed them, not because you found the right scratch, not because you played the right way, but because you made yourself small enough to meet them exactly where they live. And the next time your cat quietly crosses the room and settles near you on the floor, remember that for them, that was never a small decision.